In the past 3 years, I have literally produced thousands of YouTube videos that have generated millions of views, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and millions of dollars in revenue across the channels that I run. For example, I grew Sam's YouTube channel from 0 to 40,000 subscribers and counting, adding $100,000 per month to his business. And I grew Glen Coco from 0 to 10,000 subscribers in just 60 days, landing them a $45,000 deal directly from their YouTube channel. And after analyzing every single one of these videos, what I found was that just 3 types of videos were driving almost all of the success: the views, the subscribers, and the revenue. Then I analyzed the top educational channels on YouTube and saw the exact same pattern. It's clear that just some videos on YouTube are fundamentally wired for success, and once you know what they are, you can build a channel with a seriously unfair advantage. In this video, I'm going to show you what these 3 videos are and exactly how to make them so you can stop guessing and start growing your channel predictably. By the way, my name is Jake. I'm behind some of the leading brands on YouTube in multiple different niches, and I've grown multiple YouTube channels from 0 to the #1 in their niche, with each one generating over $100,000 a month. The first type of video is extremely effective for getting views and traffic to your channel fast, even if you're at 0 subscribers. The Wave Rider is a video that capitalizes on a current trend that has your target market's attention. So think of trends as massive waves of attention, and your job is to spot waves forming in your niche, but also other niches that you can use, and then ride that wave correctly. For example, this successful video that I made was a wave rider because we took advantage of a new trending AI tool, which was ChatGPT Agent. But also these successful videos that I made are also wave riders because we took advantage of a trending figure, which in this case was Alex Hormozi, in order to grab the attention of his existing audience and redirect them to our videos instead. The reason why this works so well is because when a trend is new, the demand for content around that trend is massive, but the supply of content that exists for that trend is extremely low. So by being one of the first, you capture a huge slice of that attention that exists. This is the single best, most reliable type of video to make if you're a new or small channel to get off the ground, because even a mediocre video on a hot trend can get views fast, which is crucial when you're starting from 0 subscribers and the algorithm doesn't know who your audience is yet. To execute this type of video correctly, do not reinvent the wheel here. Your first step is to research, and you want to look at the top 3 to 5 videos that are already succeeding with this trend. What's their structure? What's their tone? And you want to note down these similarities, because that's going to be your data-backed blueprint to success. Deviating from this blueprint too much is just increasing the risk that your video doesn't succeed, and that's a risk you simply just don't need to take. One really common but obvious mistake I see creators make with this type of video is if the wave has already crashed, you've missed your chance. You need to be actively looking for these trends when they're emerging well before their peak. Another common mistake you don't want to make is do not copy another creator's video. Your goal is to find a new angle on the trend that hasn't been done yet. Use the trend to capture the attention, but deliver your own unique value. So the Wave Rider is perfect for getting a flood of new viewers to your channel, but how do you actually then convince those new viewers that you're the real deal so they continue watching your channel? And this is where the second type of video comes in, the authority showcase. This is a video where you achieve the viewer's dream outcome live on camera in front of their very eyes. It's usually a challenge or a documented process where you prove in front of their eyes that you have the keys to the castle that they want. With this type of video, you're not just telling them how to succeed, you're actually showing them. One example of an authority showcase video that I made was Watch Me Start and Sell a Service in 10 Hours, which got over 400,000 views. And in this video, we showed the A to Z process live of starting a new business from scratch with 0 advantage in the complete same situation that the viewer would be in, all the way to seeing success with that business. Or another example in a different niche is speedrunning cold calls from $0 to first sale. I show everything, where we showed the entire process of starting from scratch, writing out the cold calling scripts, finding the people to cold calling them, failing on some of them but succeeding on others, and then ultimately making money throughout this challenge. And this was the first video that we posted for this channel, when previously they were averaging a couple hundred views per video, if that. And this first video got over 100,000 views, and now they're the fastest growing channel in the cold calling niche. The reason why this type of video works so well is very simple. Viewers are desperate to see if it's truly possible to achieve their goals. A title like "Watch Me Go from $0 to $1,000" when the viewer wants to make $1,000 is almost impossible to not click on. It proves that the dream is real. And not only is this one of the most effective video types for getting viewers, but it's also hands down the single best type of video for converting viewers into buyers and cult-like fans. Because by achieving their goal effortlessly, you prove your expertise beyond any doubt. It's the most powerful way to build trust and sell a product or service without ever feeling like you're selling, because you just become the go-to authority from this individual type of video. The way to execute this video successfully is harder than the last, because first you actually need to do the challenge, which you need to be a certain level of expert to be able to do that, of course. But if you are that type of expert, this is an amazing type of video for you to do. Second, authenticity is king in this type of video. The biggest key is to make the video feel real. Your video should be real, but you want to avoid overly slick corporate editing, for example, that could potentially make them feel like it's been a manufactured YouTube video for virality. The more authentic and raw it feels, the more the viewer will believe the challenge in the end, and by extension, the more they will believe and trust in you. This is also why it's important to show the struggles throughout the video and not just the wins. And this is also important for the next point, which is you need to master storytelling. This type of video needs a clear beginning, which would be the goal, a middle, which would be the journey with the highs and the lows, and an end, which would be the climax and the resolution. A couple mistakes you definitely want to avoid with this type of video is, first, never ever fake it. Viewers can smell inauthenticity from a mile away. You will destroy all trust with your audience if you do this, and it is just not worth it for your long-term brand. Second of all, don't make it look too easy. Don't edit out all of the struggles. The viewer needs to see the obstacles to actually believe in the victory and associate it with any level of value. That's how you can use the authority showcase to prove your expertise and build that long-term viewership. And that's how you turn a curious viewer into somebody who truly respects the skills that you possess. So the Wave Rider gets you seen and the authority showcase gets you respected. But the final piece of the puzzle is to have a video that takes all of that attention and trust and forges it into a cult-like audience that watches all of your videos, shares all of your videos, and also buys all of your stuff. This is really that next step to turn your channel into a YouTube empire. And this is all done with the third type of video in our system, which I call the evergreen asset. The evergreen asset is your definitive all-in-one masterclass on a core topic in your niche. And the goal with this video isn't just to make a great video. It's not even to just make an amazing video. It's to make the absolute best, most comprehensive video on the entire planet for that subject. A real example of where I did this and saw huge success was in the YouTube script writing niche, where we made this YouTube script writing course video, because at the time all the other videos were just basic 10-minute tip videos, and there really wasn't any videos with deep substance on how to write a killer YouTube script. So we made this in-depth course that basically wiped out all of the competition, and it became the go-to resource for anyone searching that topic. This works so well because YouTube is a winner-take-all platform, meaning that on YouTube, in a given niche, around a given topic, one video is going to get clicked on more than all of the other videos. The reality is, viewers don't want 10 mediocre videos. They want one incredible video that solves their entire problem. To execute this type of video correctly, you need to make sure you hit on a couple of things. Number one is that you need a super hook. Let me explain what I mean. Every video has a hook. Usually this hook is between 15 to 30 to maximum 60 seconds long. In every video, your hook is so important. These are the first seconds of the video to sell the viewer on, will I watch the rest of this video? With the evergreen asset video, you need to do 10 times the amount of convincing. Your hook needs to be overloaded with 1, overwhelming social proof. You need to pull out the biggest guns. 2, a life-changing promise. You want it to be a massive desirable outcome closely related to who your target market is. And 3, you need an ultra clear plan on how you are going to fulfill on that promise. So the step-by-step journey that you're going to take the viewer through in that video in order to fulfill on that promise. The second thing is that the video should be however long it needs to be the best, but not a minute longer. Meaning that you don't want to add any fluff, but your North Star should be, is this the best resource in my niche? If that means 18 hours, that's totally fine. There's been course videos that have gotten millions of views that have been 18 plus hours long. But if that just means 1 hour to be by far the best video in your niche, like we did with the YouTube script writing video, that's totally fine too. The main thing is that it is the best video in your niche, and it is however long it needs to be in order to be that best resource. Couple mistakes to avoid with this one. This is not the time to be secretive with your information. You must put your absolute best material in this video, even things that you might have considered charging for, or you're worried of your competition stealing and knowing. Because giving all of this away is what makes you the category king of your niche, which is a way stronger moat than gatekeeping information. And another quick tip with this type of video is structure the video to deliver on its promises quickly. Otherwise, viewers will click off before you have the chance to prove and give them a taste of what they're in for. You also want to use timestamps / chapters with this type of video so that viewers can navigate through that value and see everything that's packed inside without having to skim through the video, because this is also going to help sell them on watching that video all the way through. But you still need to figure out the exact videos that you're going to make and the exact titles that you're going to use to fit into each of these 3 video types. To do that, you need to know how to do effective YouTube research to come up with killer video ideas that can blow up your channel. So to do that, click on this video right here, where I go through everything you need to know relating to YouTube research, and it will teach you exactly how to come up with the best video ideas in your niche. So go watch that, and I'll see you in the next one.